And we're back to the M25 Show. My name's Albert.
My name is Eddie.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Steve. Oh, you're supposed to be after me. See, we rehearsed this about 20 minutes before
always
the show.
after Eddie.
It's never Steve's fault.
Right.
That's all I know.
That's because our guests in the green rooms got me all hot and bothered.
All
That's why
discombobulated.
I can't concentrate.
You're always
boy.
last, Steve, because you talk the most.
Okay, so from now on, I'm going to be last. Okay.
All right, we'll try it again next week.
Right?
Was it really my fault? Was it my fault today?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
We said like 3 times I was after Eddie.
All right,
Yes.
all right. You know what it was is I have my glasses on, but while we're all talking, I'm looking down in our green room at Bambi, so I'm probably not even listening to you guys. I'm just looking at her. So I don't even know what the hell was being said. Oh my gosh. Okay, so today, anyway, this is the M25 show. How you doing, Alberto? Eddie hasn't got a new phone yet, so as you can tell, he's all blacked out.
It's on its way.
Is that where you ordered from China?
Yeah, order from China.
Oh gosh, you'll get it. You'll get it in October.
Eddie likes those
Did
cheap
you?
phones.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Did you really, Eddie?
Yeah, I got a cheap phone. I got a burner phone.
Oh, you got a burner phone for who? Us?
Yeah.
But anyway, today
He got a burner phone so his girlfriend doesn't know he does the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for
It's one
everybody
of
that's
those
watching,
VPNs.
Eddie has been doing the show with us for about 5, almost 6 years, right, Alberto? And he has
That's
yet to
the
tell his
beginning.
he has yet to tell his girlfriend where he goes on Fridays to do the show.
I haven't,
So
I
he's
haven't
like-
been with her for that long.
He's like one of these guys that'll be on that Dateline thing, that a guy that has a double life.
When are you planning to sprout this on her,
I
Eddie?
know. Your 10th year
Yeah, what?
anniversary?
You said you've been with her for 3 years?
Jesus.
Yeah. You know what'd be
Sure,
funny
yeah.
is, I mean, it wouldn't be funny, but like, say something happens to Eddie, right? And God forbid something happens to him and he ends up in the hospital, and we all go see him, right?
She's gonna
And
be
his
all, "Who are
girlfriend-
you guys?"
So who are these guys? Well, what do you mean? Who are we? We're the people that Eddie does the show with.
We all show up with our M25 Show shirts on.
Right?
She's asking, what's the M25 Show?
And then I'll wear the M25 show, but on the back it'll be a picture of Eddie squeezing Stefania's ass. She's gonna go, Eddie, who is that? They'll break up right there in the hospital bed.
Oh man.
She'll pull the plug on him.
You guys gonna say she'll pull the plug.
Oh, so he'd be on life support? Holy shit!
I hope not.
We're already killing him. He's already
Yeah,
dying.
you guys are already killing me.
Oh, here we got Will. We're gonna bring Will back. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Will,
What
you're
happened,
not
Will?
so.
Yeah, I turned on my light and I turned off my Wi-Fi.
Hey, you know what? Were you watching Cam Girls on the other monitor? You can't be doing that when we're doing a show, okay?
Well, that's why I
You
had
gotta
to turn
work
off my Xbox.
Good Lord! Can't you just
So,
not hold it?
Will, you can do whatever you want. Don't listen to Steve. I'm playing video games
Yeah.
while this is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a difference of you playing video games, Alberto, and then if he's watching a cam girl, we know what he's doing. We don't want him doing this on our show.
Well,
Wait.
if he starts shaking, then we'll have to cut him. Put him back in
playing
the
with my-
green room.
It
I'm
is
playing
an
with my
adult show.
lightsaber.
It is adult
So,
show.
so I guess
boy.
you've seen him. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? We'll go back to Cam Girls, please. You ruined the rep of the show.
Well, anyway, we got the whole crew here today. We haven't had Will here in a long time, so welcome back, Will. Will's part of the show, and he shows up, I guess when he feels like it, I guess.
Once every
So,
5 shows.
Once
Yeah.
a month.
A blue
so
moon. Yeah.
that's kind of cool. He's gonna be. We got the whole crew back on our. What are we calling these streams? The COVID streams
The,
or
lockdown shows.
The lockdown.
Lockdown
Down
shows.
shows.
So our guest that's coming on, Bambi Wilde, is our first guest that has our whole crew here on the lockdown stream. So that's a special thing. Will, I don't know. I may not see Will again for another 10 years.
Maybe.
That must be a pretty good job, Will. You know, you be on the show and you show up every blue moon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's taking
it's
the
nice.
quarantine seriously.
Lissa didn't even recognize you. She thought you were somebody else. She thought you were David
Oh
Dugan.
yeah, thought he was a guest.
We're not supposed to mention his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Jesus. You want to get a shoot?
Who should not be named?
I'm sorry. I
Rem-
forget. All right.
Remember, Daniel Reed.
Oh yeah, Daniel Reed.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah. At least we can see you now. You almost look like Eddie over there, all dark.
Yeah, super dark.
Eddie, can you do me a favor
Yes.
to make sure you're still there? Can you smile?
I'm smiling.
Hey, can I turn on the light so we can see the back camera?
I thought if he
Huh?
smiled, we'd see his teeth or something, but I guess
Right.
not.
Well, wait, no,
It's
that
too hot
camera's
in here with
broken.
the.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that camera's broken.
Yeah,
It's
no,
too
you know
hot
what,
in here
Eddie?
with the
No.
light.
We know Eddie lays in his bed when he does the show, and we just don't know.
Yeah, he's naked.
kind of-
That's all.
Yeah, we don't know what he's wearing. So I don't,
Eddie takes full advantage of the broken camera. You know, he doesn't even have to dress.
Yep.
At least there's no
Yep.
noise behind him.
yeah, I know. Hey, your mic's working better, Eddie.
I told you it wasn't me. It was all you guys last time.
No, don't blame.
no.
Can
We're
you
not-
hear the fan
we're-
coming in on my
We're
mic?
the ones with the fucked up camera.
No, we don't
Oh,
hear
well,
anything.
Camera,
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Will sounds okay.
The
You sound
camera-
okay. You sound good.
Okay, good.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This is pretty cool because we got this stream going on YouTube and Facebook Live, so that's pretty cool. And let me see here. We got on the monitor here is our website at the M25show.com, and I don't know how would they tell people to watch on YouTube if they're watching on Facebook, huh? It's probably
Search on-
something you have to search
Search on
the
YouTube,
adventures.
yeah.
The Adventures of the M25 Show. You can subscribe to that show. So, like, if you don't want to fuck around with Facebook, you can go to YouTube, and vice versa. So,
Yeah, because some
Will,
people
I
don't
thought
like Facebook, but they'll go on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I
Well-
thought I'd let Will know too, since he's part of the show. He don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah. I see you guys posting more stuff though.
Well, yeah, we're trying to get your attention.
we're trying to flatter you so you come back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you
can't
look
hear
lighter now. So that since Will looks lighter now and not so dark, we can get to our guest. Okay.
Okay.
We have our guest in the green room. Her name is Bambi Wilde. She's been on the show before, and I contacted her to see if she'd come back on because she's one of my favorites, and she's one all of our favorites. And hey, I think that's why Will popped in. Will, is she one of your favorites? Is that why? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're such a charmer, Will. Is that how you get all the ladies? You're supposed to say, "Yeah, of course."
Mhm.
Right, Alyssa, you got to help him out.
Yep.
Alyssa.
Yep. Say I was waiting
You
for
don't-
this. This is why I'm here. Been waiting all month
Yeah.
for her to
So,
be here.
Alyssa, I was trying to court you, and I said maybe I was kind of courting you, or maybe, or this. Would you give me some, or no? You tell me to move on, right?
Well, currently,
Sometimes
yeah.
when you play aloof.
Oh, when you play aloof.
Yeah. Sometimes.
All right. Okay, so let's get to Bambi Wilde. She's in the green room. We're gonna let her out here and let everybody see her. Here she comes, right here. Steve, oh man, who's putting that stuff about me on the comment box?
Oh,
I don't know.
Let me see.
How-
Where's the chat?
Let me see here. Okay, here we go.
Oh, was it live comments? I have to switch to live
Yeah.
comments.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
live
proud.
proud.
Okay, guys. Hello, Bambi. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
Doing good. I'm glad that you the link worked perfectly. You don't have to do any downloads and all that crap. So I'm glad it worked perfect. So
You have to download Google Chrome. If you don't use
Oh.
this browser,
Oh
that's
yeah.
what to do. Yeah.
so you did have to download it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
Okay.
knew in advance because you told me. So.
Okay, is somebody listening to the show where they're at? Is anybody
What do you
listening to the
mean?
show?
What do you mean?
I feel like I hear feedback of the show somewhere.
Oh,
Bambi, do you have the show playing over there?
No, just on my computer.
I want
Okay.
to turn off the speakers.
I don't. Well, I don't have a mic. I don't have.
oh, she doesn't have She doesn't have ear.
Oh, she doesn't have
headphones.
headphones.
You have headphones. Okay. Oh, that's okay. So that's okay. Well, we're gonna have to work with this. So, how you doing, Bambi? How you been?
I've been really good, thank you. Well, I've been okay. I was really good, and then
Yeah.
the shutdown. So like a lot of people, yeah, I'm doing okay.
So for everybody that don't know, Bambi is a model and an entertainer, and right now with the things that are going on, it's places are shut down. Right? You're an entertainer.
Yeah, but
Yes, sir.
I talked to you guys last. I've become a club owner as well, so it was pretty much one of the worst times to take over a strip club. I had like 2 weeks of really great momentum going once we took over and created Lux Showgirls, and then we had to shut down. So that was very fortunate timing.
That's what I've been seeing on some of the posts. It's Lux Showgirls. That's the name of your club.
Yeah, that's my club in Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois is the Lux
Illinois.
Showgirls. So if you're in Illinois, go check. Well, not right now, but once all this clears up,
So the minute we can open, we're going to be open. So yeah, everyone keeps asking, when are you guys going to be open again? We're waiting to see.
so being an owner,
And I think they pushed it back, didn't they?
Yeah.
A little later in May.
Yeah, they've done it. They've done it a couple of times. It was supposed to be the 4th, and now it's maybe the 15th. I'm hoping, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Let me see here. As for being an owner, do you still dance, or do you just
Yeah, absolutely. No, I still dance. I still feature all over the country.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm very happy that you dressed up for the show. I like to compliment you, and
Thought it'd be festive, you know. It's a show.
no, I hear you. Last time you were on a couple times, and this time we have a new we have somebody else with us, a female that helps us co-host the show now. Her name's Alyssa. So
I gathered. Hi. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
yes, yeah, I was excited to have you back on. That accent, I know. I always Will. Do you remember where that accent's from?
I believe it was New Zealand.
Yay! Yes.
Wow, Will doesn't show up to work for 2 years.
It's Australia. So yeah, no, it's people actually get it.
You know, Will, I'm proud of you, Will.
It's slightly different than an Australian accent.
Did you just guess it because you know what the accent is, or you remember she told us?
A little bit of both, because I kind of know the accent, and then I remember that she told us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Eddie, are you there, Eddie?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Bambi, you remember Eddie, right? He's the quiet one.
Yeah.
As you can tell, he broke his phone, and that's why we
Yeah.
can't see him in his camera. And he says he ordered one from China. I don't know how true that is, so we'll probably be waiting for quite some
Yeah, that
time.
might take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
take
so
a-
let me see here. So you're owner of Lux Showgirls now. That is awesome. That is awesome. And with the things going on, this COVID thing, what are you doing right now to for work, or you have a page?
So I've got. I'm trying to create a website right now. My website BambiWilde.com takes you to my Facebook, and it's the same for Lux Showgirls. If you go type in LuxShowgirls.com, it takes you to the Facebook page because they're both currently under construction. But I encourage a lot of my dancers to start OnlyFans pages and stuff like that, and I'm promoting all of that on Instagram. I have my own. So basically, we've just had to move into. I was already doing OnlyFans, but I've had to encourage everybody else in order to make some money. Some girls were already doing it as well. So yeah, basically our passive income has become our only form of income, which I mean is better than some people who didn't have any income now. So
OnlyFans, is that? Do you have one of those?
yeah, for sure. I have an OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/Bambi Wilde.
Okay, so I hear about this all the time, Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I've joined any or anything like that, but I hear about it all the time. if I was to, it would be Bambi's. Just to let you know. But
Oh.
I hear about these all the time. Why don't you tell us exactly what it is?
Performing artists.
Performing artist. I mean, is there like video in there, or just photos, or what?
No, so I do clips as well. I do videos. It's a lot of it is a back catalogue of pictures because I've done Penthouse, Playboy, Hustler, all of those things. So all of those photos are on there. But also, I create new content every week and post daily videos, pictures. Yeah.
Is there
I
any?
do requests as well, as long as that. But I have a set of my own boundaries, which I don't go over, and so I do requests within reason.
Is there any live stuff?
You can do live, but it's from my experience, it doesn't work that well. So I don't. I create content first and then load it.
It doesn't work as well as because of the people that are.
I think there's so many people now that are on that and they didn't anticipate that. So the live takes too long to get going. There's a lag and it's painful. So I just don't bother with it. Also, I like to be able to be in control while I'm doing that. Yeah, I prefer to be able to create the videos and then put them on. That's just me. Yeah.
So basically, you upload video clips and you have pictures and stuff like that. So I would imagine
that you can't post on regular social media. So it's a good way to make money from your not safe for work pictures and videos. And if you want to be able to, even porn actresses and that kind of thing have their own OnlyFans because they want to be able to market themselves in the way that they want to. You're in control of what you're posting. You're in control of your own content, which is what I think personally is a good way to be in that industry.
So is there like on that kind of page, is there like is there like naked boobs and stuff like that?
It doesn't have to be. There's all kinds of people that are not in the sex industry on OnlyFans. Don't think that OnlyFans is just for that. But yeah, absolutely, you can post whatever you want. So when you sign up, you have to state whether or not you are posting illicit adult content.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Alyssa.
Yes.
I think I may have to stray from you for about a week. I might have to check one of these OnlyFans out, and Bambi is. I don't know.
Pay for your pics.
Hey, I think I said.
You can find an OnlyFans for you, Alyssa.
Oh no!
It's not just guys.
Yeah, you know what, Alyssa? If we ever go to Illinois, maybe Bambi can show you around over there, and maybe you could do a little dance for me.
I was going to say go dance.
We'll give you a VIP pass. We get a lot of women and a lot of couples in the club. It's where I pride myself on having a really amazing group of entertainers who really are entertainers. We get in feature entertainers like what I do. I have a lot of feature entertainers who are, they have circus backgrounds, they're aerialists, they do amazing fire performances. We have amazing entertainers, and I have an amazing group of in-house entertainers who are there every week as well. So it really is about the show. So yeah, couples come in and love it.
Wow,
we're very welcoming and accepting team.
Very cool. I think I forgot to ask, how can people go first see your OnlyFans page? How can they do that first?
I just said, so you type in onlyfans.com/Bambi Wilde. You have to sign up. It's a subscription.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Will, did you already sign up?
Maybe.
You're kind of quiet over there. So I know you're doing something. Well, Eddie's really quiet. He's probably already looking.
He probably fell asleep.
Yeah.
No, I'm still here.
Uh-oh.
Eddie's blowing his whistle.
I'm still here.
Someone's burritos are corn dogs are done.
I guess Eddie's done. Damn, man, it must be good. I'm joining today.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, I know, Eddie. Let me see here. And your the place that you own is called Lux
Yeah,
Showgirls.
LUXXX Showgirls.
LUXXX Showgirls. You can find that page on Instagram
Yeah, you can
and
if you
Facebook.
type in luxshowgirls.com. It'll take you to the Facebook page right now because the page is still under construction. But yeah, it'll take you straight to Facebook. I tagged you guys on the Lux page. So you'll be able to find it.
Yes, I did saw it. And you're also on
Kyle-
Twitter.
Yeah, we're not on Twitter. No, I'm not on Twitter. I am as Bambi, but not the club.
Okay, go ahead,
I
Will. I'm
want to say
sorry.
Kyle Boone on YouTube said great club. So we got a fan.
Aww.
Oh,
And then
Kyle
Roger
Boone.
Contreras from Facebook says, "Where's Eddie? He is somewhere."
He's looking at Bambi's OnlyFans page right now, so he had to block himself
I
out.
can check on it, see if he's there.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can see who's looking on your pages.
Yeah, you can see
Wow.
who's subscribed and everything. Of course, you have to, and then you can, you get an email, you get a notification every time someone subscribes.
Oh
I mean,
wow!
they can message you. People can private message you, obviously, because people request and they can tip you and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah,
So
you're
listen,
having interaction with people. It's not just you're not just looking at a screen with pictures. You know, you can actually message the content creator. Yeah.
so like say if I would sign up, let's say you would know I signed up.
Well, you can call yourself whatever you want. You know, you can make up a name if you want to be incognito.
Oh yeah, because I'm just
You can create whatever profile username you want. Yeah.
no,
Call
I
yourself
know.
John Doe.
If you didn't want to know that you didn't want me to know that it was you, you know, you could call yourself Will.
So if you got
Two wheels on there.
if you got an email and it said Dirk Diggler subscribe to you, you wouldn't know it's me, right?
Okay, yeah. Now I will. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So actually, okay, so you sign up and then when you go on there to look at things, do you get an alert that hey, somebody's looking at your pictures and videos?
So I don't know if they're looking at them right at, like, I post, and then if they like the picture, then I get a notification. I know that how many likes I have. It's like Facebook. Do you know what I mean? But I don't get a notification like you know, I can't tell if someone's just scrolling. But you can't just go in and look at all of my pictures without subscribing.
Ah, gotcha. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, I know you have a lot of fans, and that sounds like a good idea. Subscription, and I think that's.
I've had it for a couple of years, and it was really like well before the shutdown happened, because I had so much content that I couldn't use anywhere else. So I thought I may as well have it up. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't but I was too busy all the time. I didn't do requests and all that kind of stuff. So it was like a weekly thing or daily when I could. Now that I'm not working at all, aside from that, then I post twice a day on, you know, I may as well. So I'm a lot more active than I was. But I mean, there's a lot of people in this industry that actually prefer camming and prefer all of these sites to actual live interaction. I personally prefer the club setting. I prefer meeting people in person. I prefer live entertainment. But the camming and the OnlyFans it's fine for now. Do you know what I mean? I'm grateful that it's there.
Camming. So have you ever done any of that stuff? Is that the same thing? OnlyFans? Is that a camming?
Yeah, it's kind of similar, but camming is more like a live stream. Like if you go on Chatterbait or something like that, and you can do the live thing from OnlyFans now, but like I said, it doesn't work that well. But there's a lot of places where you can say on camming sites you're live and you can post live, and people can choose to call and talk to you. Where I prefer, like I said, I like to be able to create my videos and post them. So yeah, I don't do the live camming as much.
The interaction.
Yeah, I can't control it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do
Okay, I get it.
Plus, you get a lot of weird guys.
I like
You
to
know,
be able to
saying-
create a time. You know, it's funny for me. Like it's completely different being online and talking to people than it is in person. Like I can't control who comes into the club to talk to me, but for whatever reason, I'm better mentally prepared for all the happenings of the club. That's what I'm used to. I've done that for a long time. Whereas people kind of blindside me when I'm online, like the messages that they type, and some of the messages are pretty intense. And while it's just a message, I can handle that. If someone was face to face with me on the computer, it would be more difficult for me. Whatever reason, like I'm mentally not into it. Whereas live and in person, I can handle it better. And like I said, just it's a personal preference.
Yeah, Will, she's not her thing, Will.
Yeah, what I've noticed is that people are less accountable for their. Can I swear on this? Is
You
it?
goddamn right you can.
Great. People are less accountable for their bullshit when they're online. When they're behind a computer screen, they are more inclined to push your boundaries. Whereas if they're in person, they've got no avatar to hide behind. They're more generally speaking, not always. They're less likely to be an asshole.
Oh, that
true.
makes sense. See, there you go. Now I get it. Now I get it. Now you put it that way.
Right. Yeah.
You know what, Alyssa? I wanted to say something about Bambi.
What?
Alyssa,
Yes.
I mean, okay, of course it would be wonderful to have sex with her, but I could just lay in bed with her and she could just read a book to me with that accent, and I could probably finish, go to sleep, and be a happy man.
With your head on her chest.
With my head on her chest, yes. No pillows needed. I think.
That's why the club is better. That's why in person is better. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would definitely go to your club. I would.
Well,
We were just talking. We were just talking about that, right, Will?
Yeah, I need to get one of those real IDs or something, because now I think you need a passport or a real ID to go outside of the state
Yeah.
when flying or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Domestic traveling.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, I would get one for Bambi. I'd get a passport.
I have a passport.
Yeah. I'll probably just get a passport.
You guys should have a group recon mission to Illinois. You should come down.
Yeah, we should all go. Alyssa, you'd have a blast over there. I would, but I think you would too, just to see the environment and the owner right here. She would just show us how it works.
Yeah, you guys are having fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my
Have
god!
do a live podcast.
We could.
You know what? So if we went there and I asked Bambi to go in the little, where you go in the little booth. I don't know if they have those, but you go to the little booth. I go, I want Bambi to give me a lap dance, and then she gets in there, and then I give her a book, and I just tell her to read to me. You think she'd think that's weird?
You wouldn't be the first person to do that.
Oh, right. See?
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody has their fetishes.
There's a lot of men that pay for just like company or just listen to me. I just want to talk to you. Or
most of the people that I interact with, it's cuddles.
Mm-hmm.
It's cuddles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Eddie. That's Eddie right there.
I'm like cuddling. So
cuddling's good.
Yeah, everybody needs a hug.
Yeah.
Eddie is the cuddler of the show, so he'd spend all his money cuddling with you.
I'd love to cuddle.
Yeah.
Oh, you like to cuddle?
Yeah, I think that's what
women like that stuff.
City being
Women like that stuff.
Yeah. Cuddling is
it releases some endorphins too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it releases your endorphins.
Well, my endorphins are already ready.
Makes you live longer. Releases stress. Doesn't make you depressed.
Is it okay to just cuddle with the boobs or the butt? Or do you have to like?
I'm not disembodied. What do you mean? No, they're part of the whole package.
I know.
I mean, you can buy a set of implants and just like squish them.
Well, you guys know I'm not much of a cuddler, but if I was, I think Bambi could make me into one. I think so.
Yeah, I'm a good cuddler.
Oh my gosh, I gotta.
Oh, that's important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I gotta get to Illinois. I gotta get there. I gotta go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so everybody, go. Well, let me see. If you're in Illinois, make sure to go check out Lux Showgirls when all this COVID stuff passes over. And until then, go like her business page, the Lux Showgirls, on Instagram, on Facebook, and the website will be up soon, right? It's still in construction.
Yeah, you can still type it in and it'll go. It just takes you to your Facebook, to the Facebook. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not like it's an
And
app.
then
Yeah.
and then she's got a OnlyFans page. Is that a website or is it just a page? I don't even. Is that what it's called?
It's a website.
It's a website. Yeah.
It's a website. So is it all this connected? All that stuff connected, or is it all different?
They're all
Like your
so I mean they're not all owned by the same company, so but it's all under the same name and is Bambi Wilde.
so
Yeah.
OnlyFans.com or no OnlyFans.com/Bambi
Yep.
Bambi Wilde.
Yep.
Okay.
And I've got these for
You-
you guys. I forgot last time to send them.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been waiting for that thing. Well, I have anyway.
Which time I seen them?
I know it goes in your office.
Yeah, it's gonna go right over my bed, right there. I got a place picked out for it. Eddie, are you okay over there?
Yeah,
I'm
where'd you
fine.
go?
I think
I was like,
Eddie
he's
is-
asleep.
He can't be asleep. We've got Bambi on. He can't be sleeping.
Where'd
Right.
Alberto
Eddie, do you have
go?
I don't know.
Alberto
Maybe he has to
checked
go to the
out.
bathroom. Maybe
I
he's
think
trying to sign up.
his corn dogs are done. I don't know.
I think he's trying to sign up for Bambi's website. I think, or for her OnlyFans comp. I think
Maybe.
Eddie. Do you have a
Yeah.
question for Bambi?
Do I have a question for Bambi?
Yeah, because
No,
we do.
it's
We
just
do.
fun. No,
It's just
actually,
fun to
it's
listen
funny,
to
I
us.
just saw that. I just saw that movie yesterday. That Hustler
Magic
movie,
Mike?
Hustle movie.
Oh, with
Magic
No,
Jennifer
Mike.
Hustle.
Lopez.
With
No,
Hustlers with Cardi B and
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez.
I just saw that
J-Lo?
yesterday, and it. Yeah.
With J Lo.
yeah.
You like
Yeah.
it?
It wasn't
Yeah, it's
really
pretty
about
good.
strippers though. Like it had people up in arms, but they weren't at the point where they were actually ripping people off. They were no longer strippers.
Right.
No, yeah, they were.
Yeah, they
That's
they
yeah.
were ripping people off.
But I will
Oh,
say
man.
that the reason it's so difficult for strip clubs now to have any like we have such a rigorous stressful policy when it comes to credit cards. We have to get like fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. We have to copy your ID. Is because of places like that ripping people off. And
Wow.
so many chargebacks now. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
have you ever had a?
really, it's really fucked it for a lot of people in the industry. It's a pain in the ass because you have to get everybody's. It's a real issue. So people can just say, "Oh, someone's," they might rack up like $3,000-$4,000 and strip. Like they've had a few drinks and they find a stripper that they like, and then they wake up the next day and go, "Oh, my wife is going to be mad," or "I didn't want to spend that money." They can just call up the credit card company and say, "No, my credit card was stolen. That wasn't me," and they will charge
Oh.
back without
Mhm.
investigating. It's painful. I even had a chargeback on my ATM machine, which doesn't make any sense. So
Oh wow.
yeah, but yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
We're
that
Have you
gonna
really
guys
happens,
used any cryptocurrency like Bitcoin?
No, we don't.
Hmm.
Not at this point. Although it's something to think about in the future for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had the club for 2 weeks. So yeah, but it's
Bitcoin.
always looking at things.
Yeah, Bitcoin. It's
Bit-
cryptocurrency. It's been around for a couple of years, but hasn't. It's gained some traction, but I wouldn't invest in
It
it
goes up
personally.
and down. It's very
Yeah,
it's kind of volatile. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it seems like people are like, "Oh, I made all this money," and it'll be up, and then all of a sudden it drops, and it just seems to me that's it seems risky.
Mhm.
yeah.
So Bitcoin, just like Bambi says, it goes up and down. When she was saying that, it's gonna remind me of her boobs now, because I was thinking it goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up to, Now that's what I'm gonna think about when I hear Bitcoin. I'm gonna think of Bambi's boobs.
Not a bad.
Yeah. Almost probably want to make me invest now.
No, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
No, I was
Yeah.
talking about. I was talking about.
enough to say do or don't. But in my
I was-
opinion, I think, yeah.
I was talking about investing in the boobs, not Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
Investing in the OnlyFans.
That's totally an investment.
OnlyFans, yeah. Bambi Wilde's OnlyFans page. Will, do you got a question for Bambi? Besides
no.
Bitcoin?
No, I think that was it. Yeah.
Really? How about you, Alyssa? You got anything for our guest Bambi? The girl's
Actually,
point
I'm
of
like
view.
interested. Like you know how you said that you like to just post your videos pre-made and your pictures pre-made and stuff. Do you get a lot of people sending you messages wanting you to go live?
I don't get a lot of people wanting me to go live, but I do get a lot of messages and they request videos. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure like on different camming sites, there's requests to call and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But from my experience, like it annoys me when people would try and call me on Messenger on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't want to receive phone calls from people that I haven't pre-organized, and I don't. Yeah, it's just not me personally. And a lot of my friends do really well off the phone calls or that live camming, but no.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, most of my fans know that they message me and they request what they want. Yeah. So,
Now, if they request a video just for them, do you charge extra for that?
for sure. Yeah, we pre-arrange what they're going to pay for it, depending on what it is that they want, and yeah.
Oh
But
my
sometimes
God.
I might already have the video. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you, hey Will? Could you imagine having a discussion with Bambi about you want a special video or whatever, and you're negotiating, and she's talking to you in this voice? You got to say yeah.
I know, right?
You got to get your credit card out and just say yeah. What? How much?
Take my money. Just
Yeah.
take my money.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
People just
Very
message.
true.
So yeah, maybe if I did do the conversations, then it would be I'd sell more. But yeah, you know what I have noticed in the club, even when people are doing something wrong and I tell them off, they stop listening to what I'm actually telling them, because apparently it's super sexy if I tell people off in my accent. So they stop listening. They're like, wow, that's amazing. You sound so sexy. I'm like, I'm fucking trying to tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. Listen to what I'm saying. You're in trouble right now.
They start giving you money, right?
Yeah.
That's the turn on. Have you ever had a request of somebody just saying they would like you to call them at bedtime and just read them a bedtime story?
No, I haven't had that online. I have had it, not a bedtime story, but I have read certain things to people, like face to face, but like in a club setting. But no, I haven't had. I've had people just want me to say hi to them or happy birthday to them in my accent. Make a video like that. Do you know what I mean? Like record a video just of me talking to them. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta ask. What is one of the weirdest requests you've got that you just couldn't do, if you don't mind?
So like I don't know. I don't find anything. I don't find fetishes that weird. Like there's certain things that I will say no to, and certain things that don't bother me. But as far as it's not weird. It's more like I'm not a porn star. Like, and while I will do like pornographic videos of just myself, and sometimes I'll do it, bring my friends in or whatever. I don't do boy girl porn, and I don't do there's certain things that I won't do. And so people they request that. And usually what happens with online stuff, because porn a lot of it is free and a lot of it is ready available. Like people will just push, go, well, will you do this? 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 And they try and get you to do more and more and more. And so like my advice to anybody who wants to do any of this is you have to work out to start with, like, what you're prepared to do, what you're comfortable with doing, and what it's worth to you. Do you know what I mean? Because it's never going to go away. Like once it's online, it's never going to go away. So you've got to be thinking about what you're happy with going out there into the cosmos and being out there forever before you do it. And so there's certain things for me which I just say no to, because I have no issue with anybody that wants to do that and wants to go that route, but I personally, I'm not into it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's happened a few times. You know, people will keep asking for more and more. You know,
They push the limit.
in porn, right?
Yeah.
And you know where it can go. And you know, there's some porn that I really like, and there's other porn that I can't watch. So yeah, there's certain things that people have asked me that and it doesn't offend me. Do you know what I mean? There's anything they can get legally on the internet is out there already. They're just going to go and get it from somewhere else. It's not
Right.
You know. Yeah.
I just got lost in myself right now. I was staring at Bambi, and I was picturing our life together. I just went through the whole life right now. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it, Will.
Yeah.
We had our house, we had our
The white
cars,
picket fence.
white picket
25
fence.
kids.
Yes, a big king size bed.
King size. That's too big.
Well, that's all right.
Especially
We'll
for
be
Steve.
rolling.
No,
I like big beds.
Layla, for sure. And my sleep.
Yes.
I tendency. I do. It's a really bad habit, and I can't get out of it. But I do this. I come up like this in my sleep, and then I swing out.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Need a big.
Give you a black eye at night.
Yeah. She's gonna punch
It
you.
happened. I chipped one of my partner's teeth, actually.
Oh Lord.
Oh, wow.
That's one way to get rid of morning wood. Get punched in the tooth.
Yep.
For some people, it's not their thing, no.
Oh my gosh. All right, so everybody go check out Bambi Wilde's OnlyFans page. I'm sure it's hot. Alyssa, like I said, if I would join any page, I've never done a page. It would be hers. I really like Bambi. She's a sweetheart. I love her voice. I could just, like I said, I was picturing our life together, just listening to her voice. I don't even know what she said, and I was already with her, and we had a life and everything, kids and everything. So I could just listen to her voice all day. But everybody go. I could just imagine what her page looks like, and I'm sure it's hot as can be. And go check it out. Is it OnlyFans or fans only? What does it matter? Which one comes first?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Onlyfans.com/Bambi Wilde.
Yeah.
And go check it out. Go subscribe to her because she's worth it. She's
And it's Wild with an E, like Oscar Wilde.
oh, Wild.
okay.
That's right.
Wow.
Bambi
Wild
Wilde.
with an E.
Yeah.
WILDE. Wild.
Yeah.
And before we go, do you want to give a shout out to anybody? Any of your club peoples or?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to all my beautiful people from Lux, like my customers, but also my entertainers and my staff. I miss all of you. I can't wait till we can be back together again. And as soon as we can be open, we're going to start planning for the Miss Nude United States pageant and the Miss Nude World pageant, which we're going to host. Yeah, so that's something that we're going to do hopefully later this year. Well, it has to be later this year, as soon as we get the ball rolling again. So I'm excited for that. But yeah.
I got to ask one more thing.
Everyone that's supporting us while we're shut down. You know, like thank you to all the people that are following us online and are going on to our OnlyFans and our campsites and our mini bids and, you know, Chatterbait, all of that stuff. Thank you to everybody who is supporting us.
That
Because
helps.
a lot of the people say, well, I could just get porn for free. I'm like, well, yeah, you could. But, I mean, this is about supporting the people that you follow for free on Facebook and Instagram. And some people get that and some people don't. So thank you very much to the people that do understand that and have been following us and subscribing.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it a lot.
Yeah.
I was going to ask.
You come to Illinois.
I was going to ask because, Alyssa, I've been sitting here. Of course, I've been staring at Bambi. And are you wearing a whole swimsuit or you just have a swim top?
I'm wearing a bikini. I am going to the lake after this, but I was like, well, I may as well put it on now, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, she makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I like this girl.
I didn't think someone's going to be upset with me if I sat here in the bikini. So.
Oh, no. Nobody's upset here. Nobody at all. Please, But anyway, I didn't let the Alyssa, Will, Alberto, and Eddie. I mailed her some. I mailed her a M25 shirt and underwear. So hopefully she can get. She'll like it, and
I will.
hopefully she wears it.
I'm going to take all advantage of that. I'm going to post it all over. Yeah, I'll take pictures of it and send it to you.
That'd be very very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a very beautiful woman, and one of
merchandise actually. It's really nice.
What's that?
I said your merchandise is really nice.
Oh well, thank you. Oh, see, look at Alyssa. Look at we're getting along. Look at this. See how I work. See, it takes me a while, but I get there eventually. No, but it's a pleasure for you to wear that logo, and like I said, I think what is this, your third time on the show?
Yeah, but I had an interview previously. It was last year, and then it was your birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you had everyone come on and said happy birthday. So.
Yes, I'm still recuperating from that.
That was a big day.
No, it meant a lot for you to do that, and like I said, you're one of my favorite guests, and
thank you.
I always like when you come on, and everybody support her because she works hard. She's a club owner now. She's a smart woman, and she takes care of her people, and that means a lot in this industry. All right, well, Bambi, thanks for coming on, and
you're welcome.
And Alyssa,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I love you, Bambi. I don't know. Will, come here. Give me a hug. If you guys were in the studio, I'd hug all you guys. Oh, Lord.
Wouldn't want to touch your hand, Steve.
All right, Bambi. Thanks you for coming on. And I just want to let you know before you go, I'm going to sleep very good tonight. And
nice dream.
Yes, I'm going to. All right. Well, keep in touch, and hopefully we get your signed picture or your calendar or something, and we'll put it on the wall.
I'm going to send it right now. I'm going to put some clothes over the top of my bikini on the way to the lake. I'm going to post it.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine seeing Bambi walking down to the post office in her bikini?
I don't want to cause any accidents or anything. There's enough stress going on. You don't want to torture nobody. All right, Bambi, you take care and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon.
Nice meeting you.
It was lovely to meet you too, Alyssa. Mwah, take care, everybody.
Bye. Have fun at the lake.
Bye.
Oh my God! Please, yes. Don't let that fall off, please. Don't let the top fall off. If you do, take pictures, please.
No, that's not it. Come on.
Oh my gosh! I got my cursor right over her chest. How do I let her go? Let me see.
To go out. Remember?
Oh yeah, you have to go out.
You have to hit the leave studio.
Just leave studio.
Yes.
I got my cursor right over her. Bye. I was playing with their boobs, Will.
Yeah.
Nice.
With my cursor. I forgot they have to get out on their own.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn.
Is it safe to go to the lake right now?
It's safe to go to the lake. What do you mean, Eddie?
Yeah, she could go to the lake.
Well, she's going by herself.
I don't know.
They
What are the
closed
fish?
all our
I
beaches
guess.
here.
They closed all our beaches. Yeah.
I thought people were still going to the beach.
No, what's his name?
No, they
Newt Gingrich,
Newsom closed
whatever
them all.
his name is.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, that
Gavin
dude.
Newsom.
Well, that dude.
Oh,
closed
my
it.
gosh.
Closed all the beaches.
He closed from Mexico all the way to Oregon. All the beaches are closed.
Damn.
I heard that they vetoed it though. Somebody vetoed him.
There's who is it?
They can't.
Newport and some other city are trying to fight it in Orange County. They're trying to fight.
Oh, can you imagine?
I heard
Can you
it
imagine
passed.
if they got if they got to it passed, all that traffic comes to them, all that money.
Not
Jesus.
safe. Especially that many people getting together
Right?
like that. Yeah,
Well,
that's
Eddie,
crazy.
what are you
Yeah,
talking about, Eddie? Eddie's still having barbecues and all that shit. What are you talking about, Eddie?
Yeah, but just me and my girlfriend. That's it.
You just have two people at a barbecue party?
Well, we barbecued yesterday. Me and her. Well, actually, me, her, and her mom, and then her daughter.
Yeah, see, I go to my
Yeah,
my mother-in-law's, and we eat like on Sunday, but that's
Yeah,
just
so-
family, you know.
It's just family. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and there's
I'll
really
just-
not that many of us.
mhm.
Well, I
I
think
know, and I have my niece and nephew that come over, my sister and my brother-in-law. So I don't know. Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, like my mother-in-law's real particular. Like we have to take our shoes off. We can't come in the house without any shoes. You know, we have to have no shoes on when we come in. She's got like little Lysol outside already. She's crazy.
well, yeah. Well, at least she's prepared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's with the shoes? Does shoes carry the thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're walking.
It's airborne.
everywhere.
It can be on anything.
Yeah, it can be on anything. It can be on the sidewalk. It can be like if you walk into the store.
Really?
That's why they say.
Oh, wow.
That's why
I
they
didn't
say
know
don't wear like chanclas or flip flops. For those that don't know what chanclas are,
I call them thongs.
thongs. Those are chonies, or those are underwear.
They were child beaters in my day.
Child beaters.
Yeah, your mom
These-
threw the chancla at you.
Mhm.
Eddie, back in the well, a long time ago, that's what they called flip flops. They
Flip-flops.
called them thongs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those,
I think
those
I think
are
that's where they got.
specific for the one that goes between the big toe and
Yeah,
the
Yes.
between your toes, the
index
second
toe.
toe,
I think
Yeah.
that's how they got the name for the underwear, because
because it goes in the
The-
crack.
because the thong
Probably.
was out in the 70s, I believe. The thong
Right.
sandals or whatever they. I don't think was there a thong underwear back then in the 70s.
I don't think so.
Probably.
Not until the 80s, I
String
think.
bikini.
Yeah,
So I think that's where it came from. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's got a little thing going up between the big toe and the
Yeah.
other toe.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. So
Okay,
they
hey,
say not to wear. They say we're not to wear sandals or anything like opened outside. They say like wear either like tennis shoes or closed-toed shoes, so that you don't get the virus like on your feet. It's
Yeah,
just
Eddie.
Wow.
Eddie,
then
you got to
shoes off
you got to
before-
stop running around barefoot.
Yeah.
I still wear chanclas and sandals. You know,
Yeah, well,
I mean, I take my shoes off before I come in my house, and you can use,
do
clean
you
your feet.
Lysol your feet?
No, I have actually I have hand sanitizer right. Well, I have hand sanitizer, Lysol, and wipes right there by my door.
So do you wipe your feet?
thank you,
with,
Kyle.
hand
With the hand
sanitizer?
sanitizer, sometimes.
Oh wow, really? So
Uh-huh.
would you let somebody do that to your feet? Like if I happen to be in the neighborhood, and would you let somebody rub hand sanitizer on your feet?
If they want
Was-
to, go for it.
Would
Massage them while you're at it.
I'm just curious. What's so funny, Will?
That's something you would ask.
Sometimes I'm in the neighborhood. You
Yeah.
know, I get around sometimes. Okay, this is you know what I finally got? I pulled out of the archives is the M25 Show joke book, and I pulled it out for a special occasion because Will's here. So
Oh.
we're gonna try to see if we can make Will laugh. Okay, so
Go for it.
this joke book hasn't been seen for 50 years. I purchased this from an old leprechaun. Yes. So it's not leprechaun jokes or Irish jokes, but these jokes have never been heard before.
Probably a lot of Mexican jokes if you bought it from
No,
a
no.
leprechaun.
Let me see here. What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer?
I don't know.
Anybody got an answer for that?
God, I feel like I've heard this before.
Oh, you couldn't have. Okay, so what is the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer?
I don't know.
A hooker can wash her crack and resell it.
Ah,
Oh boy.
There you go. There you go. Come on, let's see. Okay. What
Womp,
do
womp,
the
womp.
what do the mafia and pussies have in common?
We both
Eddie,
screw
this. Oh, look at quiet Eddie over
They
there
both-
trying to answer.
The
Look, you say
mafia
the-
and pussies.
What do the mafia and pussies have in common? One slip of the tongue and you're in deep shit.
that one I've heard.
There you go. Oh, you have, huh? Well, I'm glad
Mhm.
you didn't. You saved the punchline for me then.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
A lesbian source.
And Eddie would do good on Jeopardy, huh?
Yeah.
This is the most I've heard him talk. Eddie, you like the joke book, don't you? I'm gonna have to bring this up more often. Okay, so will anybody go? No, Eddie, that's not the right answer.
No, I was about to say, is
That's
that the
not
right answer?
No.
I don't know.
What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Lick a
Don't
lot
know.
of puss. Lick a lot of puss.
Ah,
Eddie's punchline was better.
yeah. But you gotta say it. You gotta say it like a dinosaur's name. So Lickalotopus.
You got? What do you mean? You got to talk like a dinosaur?
No,
No,
like
say
like
it.
you would say a dinosaur's name. Lickalotopus.
Lick a lot of puss.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you go.
Did it make you laugh harder? Get out of
Yes.
here.
It would have if you said it right the first time.
What? What does one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob?
Oh, I've heard this one
Uh,
before.
How do you guys hear this before? These jokes are brand new.
You just said they were 50 years old.
Brand new from 1959. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're new to us.
When one
Something
saggy
about
boob
like
say to
any
the other.
lower, they're going to confuse us for balls or something like that. It's
Oh
something
my
like that.
Yeah, you're close, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Oh God, anything that was 1970 is 50 years old.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
in the
Oh, wow.
70s. What's wrong with the 70s?
Well, no, when you say 50 years old, I think of like 1950, 1960. But no, it's 1970 now.
70.
It's so crazy. It's kind of
Why
like what is it? The K Earth 101. They
Yeah.
would always play
everything's 25
oldies.
years.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Oh.
like Metallica's now is an oldies
Right.
oldies band.
Right. When I think
That's
of
crazy.
K Earth, I always think of like, oldies, like the 50s and 60s. Now they're playing the 80s,
Yep.
Yeah.
80s and 90s. Because everything is always 25 years old on K Earth.
damn.
Okay, do
Funny.
you guys
So-
want to hear the answer or what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
What does one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? If we don't get some support, people will think we're nuts.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Eddie, you like that one, Eddie?
That's okay.
Eddie, you don't like
It's okay.
you don't like boobs, Eddie?
I like boobs. I don't like nuts.
Let me see. Okay. What's the best part about gardening?
The hose.
Close. Getting down and dirty with your hose.
Uh,
Hey, you guys are pretty smart. Okay, we got two more. What is a girlfriend? Okay, how is a girlfriend like a laxative?
oh.
Oh.
They keep
Don't
you
worry.
regular? I don't
Nope.
know.
They
Has to
both
do something with shit.
they both irritate the shit out of you.
Oh God.
Okay, last one. What do you call the useless piece of skin on a dick?
A man.
Damn, Alyssa, you're fucked.
I just heard that one. That's why I know.
Hey, who the hell's stealing my
I heard
joke?
that. You know where I heard that
Damn it.
one? I
Where?
heard that one on TikTok.
Oh good.
TikTok.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
is
Well,
this
how about
Tik-
this one?
what is this? What is
What
this
does
TikTok
Cinderella-
shit?
What does Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Empty those balls.
Nope.
No, I don't. No, I don't know.
Gagged. When
Oh.
she got to the ball.
Oh, when she got to the balls. I get it.
Now that's what you call ball deep, right? God damn! Look at that coffee cup. Shit.
What?
Damn, you really do like them big, don't you? Look at that. That looks. That's a big coffee mug.
It's like
Good
two cups.
Lord.
That's because I'm a crazy bitch.
It's either you're really tiny or that's a huge cup of
I am not tiny. Believe that.
Eddie, did you see that cup?
Yeah, it's a big cup. That's I drink about that much too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
on
it's
my
like
way to work.
cups in one.
So Eddie, you trying to compete with Alyssa now, or what is this? Everything's
no,
a
I'm just
competition
saying.
with Eddie.
I'm just saying.
He has
I
one.
have like a 40 ouncer that I drink on my way to work.
A 40 ounce of coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
make
drink
two-
about
two-
I hope it's coffee.
Oh, you drinking before work again, Eddie? God damn it! What I tell you about that?
Actually, I
you
drink
When I-
2 ounces.
When I drink
No.
coffee, it's like 3 cups of
Yesterday I did.
coffee and
I
a
had a few
cup
beers
of
yesterday.
creamer.
Oh, see,
You
now
drink a
that's
cup of
barbecue.
creamer?
Look
Hey,
at
what you
Eddy.
doing?
Barbecue.
Who's there?
What was that?
it.
Huh?
That was Eddie's lightsaber.
Oh,
I thought that
Yeah.
looked like
you got a
Looked like
glimpse of something.
I think it was a zipper.
What was it?
I don't know.
I
Saw a
don't know,
little slit.
a light from somewhere.
Oh, yesterday
It was a slit.
I had had some beers yesterday.
What the hell does having beers got to do with the slit you just showed us?
What's lit?
I don't
You
know.
saw
we saw
There was a
something.
light, something.
There was a light like a lightsaber.
Oh,
You moved.
must be the. I don't know what it
Okay.
was.
Was it your window? You moved the camera? You saw your window or something?
It wasn't your dick, was it? Eddie,
Nope.
this is not that kind of show. Please don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen people doing that on Zoom? I think they're called Zoomers or some shit. So
With their
they'll,
dick?
because, well, yeah. So, because I guess on Zoom, you sometimes if you leave it open, people can just join, and I guess what people are doing is they're crashing Zoom calls or meetings or whatever,
Meetings.
and so they'll just appear and they'll either flash themselves or they'll do something disruptive, and it's so funny. There was one with it wasn't a flash, but it was a class.
Can't hear what he's saying.
Can it? Hold on.
All right, I can hear
I
it.
hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to hear. That's why he's saying
Yeah.
that.
No, I couldn't hear.
So there was a class teacher. He's trying to give the lesson, and then all of a sudden, one of the students lifts up his shirt and he starts doing the truffle shuffle from Goonies. And you ever see the movie Goonies?
Yeah.
Long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the teacher's just sitting there like, really? Is that what you want to spend your time doing? It's just, oh god. It's like all the other kids are laughing. He's like, I'm gonna mute all of you right now.
I saw one where there was a dude on the cam. You guys seen that one? And he's like screaming because he's constipated and he's trying to go.
Nope.
I think that was just you.
Trying
No,
to take
I-
a shit
I
while
saw-
in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, I guess the camera was accidentally left on and he couldn't get it out.
Oh, how funny.
I don't know why I'm sharing that. I
Oh.
don't know what the fuck you guys. Is this TikTok? Is that what this is? Or Zoom?
No, Zoom. I've never been
Right.
on Zoom. I
Zoom.
don't know how it works. I'm assuming it's similar to what we're doing here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same.
This,
thing.
Yeah.
this is better. Okay, I got another thing out of the archives. It's called the funny food names. You guys remember this?
Nope.
It's
No.
it's foods from different
so.
parts of the country,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's about time to see what other people in other parts of the country are eating and see if you would eat stuff like this, guys. Okay, this one it comes from Greece. It's the product is noodles, and the name is called cock rice sticks. Would you guys eat something like that?
What's it called?
Will, can you appreciate a pretty cock?
Sure.
Like if you were in the stall accidentally and it kind of looked over and you saw a dude and he had a big old dong, would you be like, damn? Or would you
I'd be like,
blush?
well, congratulations. No, I'd be like, congratulations, man. Fucking win the lottery.
What's that's a question a lot of guys don't know. Like every guy thinks he's big, right? Pretty much. Every guy pretty much does. But I mean, honestly, everybody's different sizes, right? But
Yeah.
most girls they don't want a guy with a huge dick. Right? I mean, Alyssa, I hate to pull you into this, but is that true or
Usually if it's large, it's not enjoyable for either the guy or the girl because the guy can't. I mean, a girl's vagina is only so big, and if you're big, you can't get it all the way in, so you don't have the full enjoyment, and you can't pound her because when you pound her, how are you going to stop yourself from going all the way in? So it's not enjoyable. It hurts for her. It's not enjoyable for him because he's not getting the full pleasure.
the guy wants to
yeah.
go all the way, right? He wants to go all the way
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah.
How painful must
I
that
heard-
be that you can't do that?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
pornos like that where a guy is
I've-
only halfway in.
Right. And it's kind of like a curse, it's like some guys, I mean, I've heard of a lot of guys that say, I don't like to have, I don't like my dick's big. I don't because it's not enjoyable for me. The girl, even like when the girl's doing oral, she can't get it all the way in unless she's really good, unless she's one of those that can get it all the way down her throat, but even then it's like, it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
So when girls when they brag about their man having a big dick, is it really that big or is it just
She's probably talking like 7 inches, 7 or 8 inches. Even 8 is like, you know.
yeah, damn. Will's looking like,
And-
hey, I didn't even know they came that big.
Yeah,
I mean-
I only compare myself to porn stars.
I mean, honestly,
look at
it's the girl, a girl. And I don't know if you guys ever have, as a guy, if you guys have ever heard this, but a girl only needs 3 inches for pleasure. That's where our nerves are. 3
So
inches. So basically, it's girth is better than length.
So basically every guy's got a chance.
Oh yeah.
See,
Pretty
see
much.
Will?
Unless you have a micro
'cause-
penis. If you have a micro penis, then
Yeah.
you're kind of screwed.
What the
But
hell's a micro penis?
Yeah,
What's
so
that?
it's like this big.
it's
Also
about
known as the Steve.
it's about the size of your pinky.
Yeah,
Hard or soft?
hard.
Hard.
Wow, what do you do?
The size of your pinky.
Even smaller. It's like it's probably about as big as your. It's probably about. I would say it about like here.
Really?
You
Have you
know?
ever,
Yeah.
have you ever witnessed something like that?
I've seen it. I've never not in person. I've seen it like on TV and stuff, and like in my class. My human sexuality class.
Man,
But-
could you imagine having one of those, Will? And then
Yeah, so it's like there's 2 curses. You either have a big one or you can have a really really tiny one. But if you're average, if you're average, say 5 to 7 inches, then you're good. I mean, there's some guys even smaller.
Mm.
But
Well, I guess like Alyssa says, if you got at least 3 inches, you're all right.
yeah, that's where our nerves are. That's
Yeah.
where the nerve endings are. So even when they say just the tip, that'll work.
Yeah, just a tip. Will,
Just
there you
the
go.
tip,
Well, looks like
Yeah.
Will, you got a
you
shot.
know?
Okay. Go
If you
ahead.
think about it, they use their fingers, so it's like
Right.
that's all. That's basically as deep as they need. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how we got off foods
Steve's
from
got
another
quiet.
world. Foods from another word.
Because you asked Will if he liked
You're the one that brought it
pretty
up.
cock.
You brought it up.
I don't know. I could see Will in the stall in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
you did.
Him kind of looking over, and Will has no shame. I could see him doing something like that, going, "Damn, dude, you got a big dick."
I never look. I never look.
Well, sometimes it's hard.
It's one of my rules.
You'd have to look straight at the wall. But
Yeah, that's what I do.
time growing up, I mean, when you're growing up, as
You're
guys,
curious.
as we grow up, no, you don't look. But before now that once you're grown up and okay, so we look straight at the wall no matter what. But as we grow up, we don't know that. So the first time we're in a little one of those pee things where it's a bunch of guys all lined up side by side, it kind of, it's an act. You don't do it on purpose. It just happens.
There was one time, I think it was at a football game, and they had a trough instead of like separate urinals. That
Oh.
was very awkward.
That's what I'm talking about.
But anytime I see a trough, and there's no urinals that have like a little divider, I just go to the stall.
You don't
Like,
even
I'm not
fucking
here to
do it.
look at anybody.
I got you.
I'm not there to mess around.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Hey, do you guys remember Mistress Amy? We got letters from her about stories. Oh, Will, you don't. You haven't been on the show for about 6 years, right? So, anyway, I had another letter from her that she wanted me to let everybody know that she does not recommend mint flavored condoms. Now,
Oh, I can imagine.
yeah, that's what she did. That's all how she left it. So it kind of made me think, okay, well, it could probably be if you use it in the vagina or in the butt. Could you imagine the feeling the girl would have? It'd probably be like a spearmint feeling, right?
Yeah. Well, I've had
Might be a tingling feeling.
a guy.
How do you know, Will?
It depends.
It-
I mean,
That's kind of yeah.
Well, would it
That's what
make
it sounds like. It would have tingling
What-
feeling.
Wouldn't it be like a jalapeno? You have that feeling
No.
like that.
It would
hot-
probably be like a burning. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably would burn, but not as much as like if a guy had like an Altoid in his mouth and he went down on you.
Yeah.
So is the Altoid minty?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, look at Eddie. What,
it's like
oh,
a
I guess-
cool. It's kind of cool. It's like a
Oh,
cool
Eddie
feeling.
disappeared.
I think we
Yeah, where'd he go?
we
Did his phone
touched-
die?
I bet you Eddie has done that before. He got pissed
Yeah.
off saying,
He
"Hey,
probably
I
has
use
a
that shit all
drawer
the-"
full of mint condoms.
Oh, here he is. Let me get it back on here.
Hold on.
Oh, Eddie, I thought you got pissed, Eddie. What are you doing, Will?
I need to hold on.
God, hey man, turn the
See if this
camera
works.
off if you're
My
going to do
phone rang.
that.
Just can-
So anyway, so I guess from experience, she's probably used it, and the feeling wasn't that good. I guess I take it because she didn't get into any specifics. She just said she does not recommend those for couples or people.
It probably has. It's probably a combination of the friction and the mint.
Mm.
Probably made it
Like
more
a York.
like a, I would say like a Ben Gay feeling.
York.
Ooh,
Like a
You
peppermint
know,
patty.
yeah.
Ooh.
You know, because you've got the heat and the cool at the same time. I don't know. That's all I can think. Look at me going like this, like demonstrating Jesus.
Like a peppermint patty.
look at Will turn his camera off. He's going to try it right now. He's putting the mint condom on his finger. Now he's laying on his back with his ankles by his ears.
Oh,
He's like, let me
boy.
try this shit. You're gonna hear him go, Eddie.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a good one here. How would you feel about running into your ex and they're with their current mate, like their boyfriend or girlfriend? Like Eddie, like if you ran into your ex and she was with a new dude, and
Well,
Alyssa,
they go to dinner that way. Remember?
they go to yeah, that's Eddie's ex-wife. I'm talking about somebody before her.
Before the wife?
Like if-
Okay.
What is that? Is that a condom?
Yeah.
Eddie, what do you do with condoms? You don't fuck.
It's not me.
You never know. You never know. You gotta be
It was
prepared.
Will, not Eddie. He said Eddie.
He's had that condom since 1990.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, hard.
He's waiting for that special moment.
It's all hard and crusty. Can we
There's
have
some
more?
under the train in his neck.
Rigor mortis set in.
and stuff.
All dried out.
It's gonna snap.
Big old,
It's gonna
big ol'
snap the
poof.
second I put it on.
big old puff cloud. Everybody can see it and go, oh, Will must have opened his condom. Could be
Moths
a cloud
come out.
over it.
You ever seen those dust storms in like Arizona? That'll be the whole city's overtaken by dust.
They're gonna say, oh no, Will opened his condom finally. Everybody opened the champagne. There's a big old Arizona dust storm going through LA. Oh man. No, but how
I
would
got
you
a
guys
virus.
feel? I mean, because it's your ex and you've been with them and you've romanced each other, you've done dirty things to each other in the bedroom. How would you feel about that?
I say it depends on
You're-
how long ago they were your ex. And
And you're
like,
you're
is
not
it
with
just a
your.
break? Did you just break up and they're already with somebody? Am I by
It's been a
myself?
while.
Am I, you know?
You're by yourself, and it's been a while. It's been a
I
while.
already had that.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
like,
mean you already had
enjoy my sloppy seconds. Enjoy what I taught him.
Yeah.
I mean, would it be like? Well, I guess. Okay. Well, is that in a bad way? How you would say that? Like, enjoy my sloppy
No,
seconds?
I mean,
Would it be
honestly,
a bad
I don't
breakup?
It wouldn't be like I would say that to them. I'd just be like, "Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? Oh, like, hope you're doing good. Nice to see you. Bye." That's it. No, there's no need for conversation. You just say hi and
Yeah, there's no
go
need
on
to
your way.
No need to go deeper.
Right.
Yeah,
mean,
but Eddie, like you would know that say you're alone and you run into not your ex-wife but somebody else, your ex-girlfriend before her,
Hmm.
and you know that now she's going ball deep on him.
Well, good for her. Good
Oh,
for
no.
both of them.
I'm just, what do you do, Eddie? Give him a high five? You go up there and go, hey.
Eddie takes him out to a beer.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Eddie
you
just takes the guy out for a date. Hey, let's go talk about old times. Hey, does
Eddie
she
takes
do
him out
this?
for a
Does she do
beer.
that?
The guy's saying a bunch of no's, and Eddie smiles.
right?
The guy's all here. Eddie, smell my finger. Does this bring back memories?
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry,
it
Eddie.
wouldn't bother me.
I know.
wouldn't
I don't
bother-
think it. I think I'm with Eddie. I
No.
don't think it would bother me because it's like I've already been there, done that, and there's obviously a reason
Yeah.
that we're not together anymore. So why would I want to go
Mhm.
back? Why? I mean, it's not like I'm going to be jealous. He's your problem now, not mine.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess everybody's got their own thing.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I think it's because for me, I've never had anybody break up with me. I've always been the one to break up, or to end the relationship. And
She's a
That-
heartbreaker.
That's
I'm-
something
I think that
that's
has a lot
funny.
to do with it too.
That's funny you should say that. I was just gonna say, have you ever thought of a past ex that you hurt? Do you still think about them to this day and wish you could have maybe done things differently? Not staying with them, but maybe the way you hurt them. Maybe thought you could have done it differently.
No, for the most part, the reason why I end the relationship is because I'm the one that got hurt, and I'm not going to continue to be hurt. So I end it. But I've had a few. I mean, even like my ex-husband, it's like they always come back. They always try to come back, and oh, I'm sorry. I know I fucked up. I'm da da da. No, sorry. I've given you. They're obviously, and they say there's men tend to end a relationship fast and quick. Women give men chances over and over and over, and once they're done, they're done. There's no going back. Men break up with people and try to go back. Women, take longer to break up with somebody, but once they break up, that's it. There's no going back.
So you never broke up with somebody, even back in the days of high school, maybe, or a long time ago, and you hurt somebody, and it was in a way maybe because you like somebody else, and something like that, where you hurt them on, you could have done it differently. You've
No.
never broken up with somebody, like say you like somebody else, and you broke up with the guy you were with because you knew you liked somebody else, then you didn't even know they liked you, but you were going to go for it.
Mm-mm. No, I've never broken up for somebody. I've never broken up with somebody for somebody else. I've never had a backup person or however.
Yeah, that's not
How about
cool.
how about you, Ed? So nobody here has ever broke up with somebody. I mean, maybe at the time when you're young, you do stupid things and stuff like that. It's not that you meant it, but that's why I'm saying years later, as you grow up and you're more mature and adult, and you think about, I should have been nicer to that person. They really liked me, and maybe I didn't handle it right. Stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, me personally, I don't have that because I married my high school sweetheart,
Uh-huh.
and we, I became a widow when I was in my 30s, so I really didn't have that young, dating. I was already mature when I started, when I was single and started dating people. So I don't have that. Oh, I wish this, or I was young and stupid.
Oh, I got you. Well, that's cool that you don't have that. I have it. How about you, Will? I've had that where, well, I remember I was going out with somebody in the 8th, 9th grade, and I broke up with her because I liked some other girl. And before I even got things going with her, the one that I liked, it never went anywhere, right? And and not at that time, I didn't think nothing of it, but years later, I would think back on it and think, that was shitty of me, because the girl liked me, and I knew she was hurt, and at the time I didn't care because I was stupid and young, or whatever you want to say. I It just wasn't nice. Now that I look back on it, but at the time I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought, well, you know what? I like this other person, so I want to go and try to be with them. So that's why I brought up the topic and see if anybody else had these experiences. Will?
No,
I'm sorry my story bores you, Will. I'm sorry I made you yawn. Shit. You know, this is devastating to me, and you're fucking yawning over there.
Yeah, he worked all night. You don't know.
Yeah.
Devastating. I
There
gotta
was
tell
one.
you
Okay, so
something.
there was one time. There was one time.
Wait a minute, Will, hush up for
Go
a
ahead.
second.
He
gonna
has more
tell
to
you
the
something.
story.
I'm going to tell you something I never told anybody. I remember we got these pieces of heart. You know, where you have two pieces and you put them together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she actually got them for us, and I remember I was such
Is it
a
a
dick.
necklace?
It was a necklace. Yeah, it was a necklace. She had one, and I had the other half. Where I guess it put it together, and it makes
They usually girls have best friend girls.
Yeah,
have.
best friend ones.
Yeah, but no, this was like a love, I love you, or love, or something like where a boyfriend and a girlfriend have the necklace, and I remember she was trying to talk to me like, hey, why this and that, and I didn't tell her, hey, I like somebody else, but I remember I had that necklace, and I remember I threw it, and I was just, and it made, and I still think about it to this day. And I wanted to share that because it was very bad. It was a very bad thing to do. And Will, I'm sorry that I'm fucking making you yawn.
No, that was a fake one. That was a fake one.
Oh, that was a fake orgasm, huh?
Yeah.
Well, next time you yawn, I'm going to stick my dick in your mouth.
Okay.
All the way from your house? Wow.
Yes, I know. See, very, very impressive. That's why I
Probably
left
won't
the
get
girl.
past my teeth.
Oh, you shit. Berto, he's a biter. Okay, so Will, let's hear your story. Wait a minute.
So I had, yeah.
Wait a minute.
There's more.
One
One more interruption.
One more interruption.
Did
I
you
actually
kill her
got
pet bunny?
no. I actually got in contact with her like years later, like 15, 20 years later. And I got in contact with her and I apologized to her. And we're still friends today. So now you could, well, you know what? Fuck you. Will.
That was our closure. Thank you.
That was a real yawn. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I'm just letting you know that I tried to make amends to it all because, it really bothered me that much. And I hunted for her and tried to find her. It took me a long time and I finally found her and apologized.
Yeah.
So now, Will, let's hear your mess.
So in middle school, I had two friends and I had a crush on both of them. And I asked them, I asked one of my friends out, but she knew that I had a crush on the other one. And so we only dated for like a day and then she broke up with me, but we stayed friends. So
you dated for a day?
Yeah.
Couple hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couple
Back
hours.
then in middle school, that's like a year.
Yeah.
So how did you break up?
No, she broke up with me.
I bet that was the longest day of your life, huh?
Kind of.
Did you at least kiss, or did you guys get together or anything? Or
I think
They
we
just held
did
hands.
later on. Yeah, we just held
Later-
hands, and I think we kissed later on.
later on that night?
No, like later on in the friendship.
Also, after you broke up?
Yeah, because we were still
Because
friends all for like 2 or 3 years after that, and then we all moved
Oh, so
away.
Got better after the breakup. Got better after
So you're
the breakup, Steve.
Guess so.
So you're saying you're the one that got hurt? Is that what you're saying?
Technically, yeah.
How did you feel? that
Well,
she
I
did
think her feelings got hurt because she wanted to be like the only one, but
Oh, so you were like
Yeah.
you're trying to have two girls friends at the same time?
not really. But they were both very important to
Well,
me at the time. I don't
Well,
know.
how was she hurt?
It
How
was-
was she hurt?
She was jealous or something because she wasn't the only option, or she wasn't the only choice. She was one of two choices. So
So were you?
I don't
Did
know.
you like? What was this? Grade? Was this grade school or middle school? High school?
Seventh grade.
Wow, Will's acting like he went to school with a Superfly mink fur coat on and everything. Like you had all the bitches on you. That's the way you're, that's the way you're talking over
Just-
there.
No, just 2 girls, but they were my friends. And I had a crush on both of them at the same time.
So you broke up with one after the day romance, and then you ended up kissing her later.
No, she broke up with me.
Did you ever get with the other friend?
No, I did kiss her though. So I kissed both of them. And that
With
was it.
tongue? With your tongue or just
No.
the peck? Just the peck?
Just lips.
So okay,
Unfortunately.
here's the big question. Is that where that condom came from that year?
Probably the year before it. No, just kidding.
So
There was one. I can't remember how I got. I had maybe it was like a sex ed class or something, and I had a condom, and for maybe like a year or two, I opened it up and it was all dried out, and so I just threw it away.
That's funny.
all the lube even dried up.
Yeah.
Or did you get the one that just was all full of powder? Remember those Eddie, remember those Trojans
know.
we used to make back then and
That-
they didn't have lube on it, it was just powder?
Oh yeah, they were just not lubricated.
Yeah.
Eddie, what are you doing over there? Yeah, they
Imagine
were
that's
not
all it was. I thought it was
Listen-
like all
Listening.
nasty.
Yeah, that's what you call
Still
the dry,
I never
dry-
really used.
dry hump.
I didn't use condoms.
You never used one condom in your life.
No, I said I really never used condoms. I did. I have used them, but I don't like them.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're in like high school and stuff, didn't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
use
But
He raw dogs it.
the old
No,
pull out
we-
method?
I used to use those spermicide in high school, where you inserted
little-
into the girl and
The little pills?
Like the
A little-
sponge?
yeah, they were like little.
Oh, like
a
a
kind of.
suppository.
Suppository.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's what
Oh,
I used in high
that's
school.
good stuff because it makes her really wet. So it's all like a big sloppy mess. Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
shit right there.
I've used the sponge.
The sponge. I've never been with
It's
the girl
kind
that
of like
has
a like a diaphragm, but you squirt the stuff on the sponge and then you insert it.
Mm.
So basically, when
You squirt the spermicide like on the sponge. From
So
what
is
I
it like
remember, it's
every-
been God years.
Every
is it like
time
a sponge?
I hear
it like
about
Yeah.
I think of the movie Superbad, where what is his name? Michael Cera's character. He's all, I got some spermicidal lube, and he's like, was it what's his name? Noah or the chubby friend? He's like, oh yeah, because that's a fucking serial killer has spermicidal lube in their pocket or whatever.
Spermicidal lube, huh?
Yeah. It
Because
was
he doesn't have a condom, but he has spermicidal lube,
spermicide.
and
That's
he's
funny.
all yeah. He's all, you
Well,
fucking
well-
serial killer.
Well, listen, have you ever heard of the way that to kill sperm is when you let two guys when you let two guys give a girl a cream pie, she won't get pregnant because the both male sperms will fight each other to the death.
No, I've
Does that
never
make
heard
sense?
that.
That's
I think
that's for reals.
I-
We talked about
I
this.
think
a long
that's
time
true.
Ago also.
yeah, I know that's true in animals, so it might be
Oh.
true.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, and male.
Yeah, because they'll fight each other. They'll fight each other, and then. Oh yeah, I think I do remember talking about this because I brought up the snail. There's a snail that has spikes on its penis or whatever, and it'll like scrape out the competing male's sperm.
Sperm.
I didn't
Oh,
even
wow.
know snail had a penis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the snail don't need lube. It's already all slimy.
Yeah.
Easy slide in, right?
Do you see the video? There's someone giving a snail a bath or something. He just has a
I don't
snail in
watch-
his hand. And it was on, I don't know, it was on Twitter or something. And
Was he
this
shining
guy,
the
he has a
shell?
snail. Something, I don't know. He had a snail in his hand. He was just kind of holding it close to the faucet, and the snail reached out and then looked back at the guy. I don't know. It was weird.
The snail turned around and looked at the guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Will,
It's like,
what
thanks,
the hell
bro.
are you watching?
It's
Will.
Twitter, man. Twitter's got some weird shit.
Onlyfan.com.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you're watching. Onlyfans.com/snails. Hey, Will, would you do that for our YouTube channel if we got you a pet snail? Would you buff his shell on YouTube?
Buff his shell? Probably
Yeah.
not, because I'd probably break it.
No, I mean, be nice to it. Don't turn it into a slug. Do you
Yeah.
guys know that a snail without a shell is called a slug?
It's still a
Yeah.
snail.
It's called a slug, though.
It's a slug.
No, well, slugs and snails are two different
Yeah.
species.
They look the same, but they
It's
just
not the same thing?
no, because the
Mm-mm.
shell is attached to the snail.
Yeah, but you could pull off a shell of a snail.
And kill it.
No, hey, that's pretty good, huh? I see how I didn't stutter.
Yeah.
You like that,
Yeah.
Will?
It was entertaining.
Pretty proud of myself.
Kill it. That's his home.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the
Oh, yeah, that's right.
snail
That's where he
shell.
sleeps. Wow,
a
that's right.
shelter.
They sleep in that.
It's not
Oh.
not necessarily that it kills it. It just has to regrow the shell.
You can't regrow a shell.
It's not
Now
a
you're out of
lizard
hand.
if you grow a tail.
So you could pull a shell off of a snail, and he's running around for a while, and then a shell will grow.
No, well, I mean, think about when you're an infant, and you have to grow your hair, you have to grow your nails, you have to grow, all that kind of stuff. So you have to grow your bones. It's kind of the same thing.
But isn't a snail's body attached to the shell, like with nerves and stuff? Like if you pull it off, are you like pulling off?
You're basically ripping off skin.
Ooh.
Okay, wait a minute. So Will's talking like he knows he's a doctor for snails. You don't know shit.
He's a snail connoisseur.
Yeah.
He has a PhD in snails.
Yeah.
Ven-
He probably gets
veterinarian.
a little pick hammer to crack the top of the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be doing that, Will. That's not right.
Just give him a salt bath and that's it.
Veterinarian Will.
What-
Oh,
What are they called when they eat them?
escargot.
That's
Escargot.
cargo.
Escargot.
Yes, escargot.
Do they just like cook them, or what do they do?
I don't know. I never had it.
Hmm.
I think
call
they
Brian.
cook,
I don't know.
I think they could. Yeah, they cook it with the shell, and then you eat it out of the shell.
Mm.
I
Oh, kind of
seen
like
it.
shellfish or like oysters.
Yeah, you eat the snail goulash inside
Guts.
that used to be
Mhm.
alive, and
Yep.
and they cook it, and then you just dig it out with the spoon.
Mm.
Ew.
Oh,
Tastes
like
yeah.
Gross.
Tastes like chicken.
You've had it
Like,
before?
like on I Love Lucy, and she put ketchup on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She just pictured it was meatloaf.
Ugh.
Have you ever poured salt on a snail or a slug?
It
Yeah.
dies.
I'm not-
Doesn't it burn
cool.
it?
Yeah, it burns it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Burns it.
Well, because
yeah.
it dries it out.
Yeah.
I remember
know,
doing
I
that
would-
once or twice.
I wonder. I don't want to sound bad or nothing, but if you poured like salt on a vagina, I wonder what that would taste like.
Like a
Because
margarita.
it tastes so good already,
Salty.
but you put a little, like a margarita. Hey, maybe.
Yeah, I have no
Tastes
idea.
salty.
Yeah, that would be like a margarita pussy.
But I'm
I think
wondering,
we
like,
could have-
would it burn like a snail?
Oh, yeah, that would be the only problem. Imagine you do that and it all shrivels up and you don't get shit.
It would dry it out. It would dry it out. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's healthy.
Yeah, never mind. That's all you need is you finally the girl lets you go down on her and you pour a little salt and it shrivels up. You never get to it.
Or she gets some
Yep.
kind of infection.
Salt and pepper.
Well,
Salt
it
and
is
pepper.
salt, so I don't know about throwing pepper on it. Oh my gosh! Well, this was
For
too
flavor.
fun. It's
For
time.
flavor.
It's time.
It's time to
Yeah,
go.
that's what it would be. But Eddie, it might hurt it. It might hurt it because it might shrivel up
Yeah.
like a snail.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be any good.
But it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, not it tastes good as it is, but like Will said, a margarita. Margarita tastes good without the sugar, but with a little sugar on it. Is it sugar or salt?
Salt.
With the
Salt.
I think
Margarita
both.
is salt.
What's
Oh,
the
man,
one
my
that has
mouth's
the
watering.
sugar on
A
it?
lemon drop is sugar.
Salt.
Oh my gosh, man!
Salt
that
around the
mouth's
margarita. Yeah.
Yeah, the salt. I think the salt's better. I like salt better.
No, but there's a drink. There's okay, so there's lemon drop, but I think isn't there another drink that has sugar around the rim? Or salt and sugar?
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not the drinker. Eddie.
I don't know. I
Eddie-
don't drink
Eddie
that
only
stuff. I
drinks
don't
beer.
drink
Think
beer.
what- yeah, I know there's a lemon
I-
drop. Trying to think what else.
I didn't even know there's powdered sugar. Did you say?
Not powdered
No.
sugar, just
Just sugar.
sugar.
Just
Just
And
like
salt.
crystallized sugar. I mean, there were
Yeah.
some mixed drinks, especially
Yeah.
any kind of fruity drink,
know
like watermelon drinks or something,
Mhm.
that they might,
There is a
line
drink
the,
you
the
have
glass.
with sugar.
What is it?
That
Yeah, it's like
Frangelico
on
you
the
have with
rim.
Sugar and strawberries.
Yeah.
I think that's
Frangelico
called
I
you
don't
have
know.
with sugar and strawberries.
I don't know. I don't eat strawberries.
You allergic?
Yeah.
Oh, are you really?
hmm
Oh wow! I guess I can't get you
Yeah.
the strawberries
The
for
chocolate
Valentine's
covered
Day now.
strawberries.
Damn.
Nope.
That's all I need to give her those, and she blows up.
Mhm.
He bought you an edible
Actually-
arrangement. It's on its way.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to call it back.
Avoid,
Oh,
avoid
so
the strawberries.
She
so
bought the
if you-
strawberries because it was the cheapest. Nothing.
So hey, listen, if you get those edible strawberry panties in the mail, just throw them away then.
Okay. Actually, I could probably eat those because that's all fake. That's not real.
Yeah, it's all
strawberries.
synthetic.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's not.
it's
so
not real.
So when it says made with real strawberries, they're lying to me.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh man, I paid top dollars for those.
Man-made flavor.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, now you guys really ruined my day.
That's what I live for.
Well, anyway, it is time for us to go. Will, I'm glad you showed up. I mean,
Yeah, it's nice
I
to
don't
see
know.
you.
It's
what
the
made you
first of
show up?
May. It's the first of
Oh,
May.
It's the first of the month.
Oh, so you're like that, huh? The 1st and the 15th, you'll
He's
show
like,
up.
yeah, he's
Yep.
like Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Hey, that's Will's new nickname, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, look at Eddie's laughing over there too. Eddie, you got to get a new phone. We got to see your face, Eddie, because this is getting kind of creepy. Eddie's
You
in
need
his
to hurry
bed.
because my phone's gonna.
Eh,
Need to hurry because
in
my
the
phone's
dark.
gonna die.
I know that's
Right.
why I had to change my screen because my phone was dying. So I was like, oh, I'll just plug it in.
Oh, is that what you were doing? Yeah, I like how
Oh,
he's going to do that. Then he turns around and he holds up a condom in there.
Yeah.
He probably uses that condom for those things that people put on the back of their phone to stand. What are those little round
Kickstand.
things people put? Yeah, the kickstand. Is that what you
Kickstand.
use your condom for? Kickstand for your phone?
Because it's so
No.
hard and crusty.
So
Right.
hard now. It's not even a condom anymore. It's a piece of furniture.
No, my mom had a little stand thing, so I'm using that.
Oh, okay. Good,
I
good.
thought your mom had a condom. I was like, oh man, this story's gonna go bad.
No.
I thought he was going to say his mom
No.
gave him a condom. Son, I need you to practice safe sex.
Back when he was 15, he still has it.
And she walks in and goes, "Is that this one I gave you 20 years ago?" That's my boy. Stayed out of trouble. All right, guys. Hey, let everybody know that we stream on YouTube now, and
Nope.
the Adventures of the M25 Show is what the page is called. So you can
Adventures
just
of the M25 Show.
the Adventures of the M25 Show. And if you don't like dealing with the Facebook streams, then you could go watch on YouTube and stuff like that. And the podcasts are still going. Alberto works on the podcast after we're done with the live stream and puts it up on our website at the
All
M25
weekend long.
Show. All weekend long?
Weekend long. Yeah, to make it perfect.
Yes, and Alberto wants everybody to know that he works hard on this thing. So, Will,
Mhm.
let's get a little donation so we can get Alberto a prize. What would you like, Alberto? A medal?
He
How
needs
about-
to he needs to start an OnlyFans.
Oh,
How about you guys go to Patreon and put some money into this machine?
Get him some
oh,
toilet
that's
paper.
right. Yeah. Hey, Alberto has a Patreon account. If you want to, he posts pictures of himself at the UCLA games and the horse tracks, and in Vegas with Nick.
Uh-huh.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
there's so many stories that you haven't heard yet that we'll catch you up on.
His
By
Vegas party.
stories, you mean Steve exaggerating stuff.
I'll just mess around. Alberto does work hard at putting the podcast together. You know, he knows how to do that stuff. I don't. So people
Eddie,
that
you okay
just
over there? You doing coffee?
Huh?
Yeah, no,
Somebody-
someone
Who's
else.
coughing?
It's someone
I'm
ose.
fine.
Okay.
Not me.
somebody's
Someone's
giving
got
him a hernia.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
I thought
not me.
Eddie finally had corona.
So somebody's
Hanging-
giving
hanging
Eddie
out.
a hernia test. Now, who was that coughing? Was that you, Will?
No, it's my cousin.
Oh, now you got cousins now. Oh, Eddie, you got a rival.
There's gonna be like a cousin warfare.
Most
Yeah.
Mexicans have cousins.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has cousins, Will.
It's gonna be M25 side story, which was gonna be the
No,
shark.
what
which
if-
was gonna be the jet.
What if there was a family where they only had one kid and one kid? Oh no, that's still be cousins. Man. Or they
What
would
could be
no.
bro-
Okay, there you go. They only had one child, and then that one child only had like one child.
Huh?
Dude,
So
what
they
are you talking
it'd be like a lonely
Yeah.
life, lonely
Actually,
family.
my aunt's
All right,
husband
and
is
Will-
like that. He,
Hey, Will, would you ever kiss your cousin?
No,
Second cousin.
no, maybe third.
I wouldn't
You'd
even.
straight up-
I wouldn't even kiss like a family friend that I grew up and they called me cousin. You know, we called each other cousin because Mexicans call everybody their cousin.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know,
I'm just curious, because do you have some good looking cousins? Before we get out of here, I gotta ask, Will, do you have any good looking cousins?
There was
Come on,
one
yeah.
that I remember.
I like how there was. What they're no
There was.
longer with them?
Well, I haven't
Good
seen her in years. But she was a family. So that we weren't related by blood. It was only by marriage.
So why are you saying she's a cousin?
because we're Mexican,
'Cause- yeah. 'cause
so
of
we
Mexican.
do.
She was like a second cousin related by marriage.
Okay, so did you ever rub one out to her?
No,
I'm just curious. I didn't know if you really liked her or not.
no. She was attractive. I didn't know who she was at first. I was like, oh wow, she's really pretty. And then someone told me who she was. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. So
And then she didn't get.
You in the middle rubbing it out.
You're in the middle.
It's all.
yeah.
He was just about a climax.
This was Will's. My cousin gave me blue ball story.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we'll get out of here on Will's blue balls, and we'll be back.
We can't top that.
No, Will, don't do that. Okay, I mean, I know it's they're pretty and all, but you got to know when to say no.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good.
I'm just kidding. All right,
Sure thing, Steve.
we all have pretty cousins and everything like that, but that's what they are. They're cousins. So, with
Yep.
that, all you cousins out there and people listening, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next Friday.
That's right.
And
Friday.
I think I'm not sure. I don't want to say nothing yet until I set it all up, and then I'll let everybody know. But we'll be back next week, and everybody tune back in, spread the word about the M25 show, and we'll be back next Friday. Have a good weekend, have fun, and if you have a rubber, use it. Don't be like Will and save it for 20 years.
I think it's
Okay,
an
guys.
right now. Put it in a
Stay
museum.
safe.
right.
Yeah, Will, why don't you auction it off? Okay. Bye-bye.
Don't go to the
See you
beach.
Yeah, he could use it as a life preserver now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Stay
I don't
safe.
know how do I get out? I can't
We
get
all
rid of
have
people.
to leave.
I think we all have to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, you can end it.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.